Oh my gosh, that guy just had his ass handed to him by Brock.
Wow.
Thank you for the question.
Without further ado, let's get into the mighty OGO, the only committee that matters.
Mr. Brock, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Chair. And I'm going to be directing questions to you, Mr. Abo, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I understand that your real estate firm is currently the listing agent of 550 Park Avenue, Unit 12E, the existing Consul General premises, and I also understand that you played a part in the purchase of 57th Street. Is that accurate?
Thank you for the question. That is indeed accurate. We proceeded in two RFP processes, one for the purchase of the new official residence and one for the disposal of existing residence.
Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to confirm that. Now, Government of Canada officials, Justin Trudeau's government, Global Affairs, have confirmed that the purchase of West 57 was predicated on the fact that the Park Avenue property required, in essence, over $2 million in renovations. That it was originally purchased in 1961. It had renovations completed in 1982. And it was good enough for 19 previous consul generals, except for Tom Clark, who wanted a different location and was granted that. Now, I think it's disingenuous, and I think it's actually a lie to Canadians when Justin Trudeau and his government are claiming that this property was essentially a fixer-upper. I think that could be the furthest from the truth, and I'm going to quote from your listing page for Park Avenue.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
This is his listing?
Well, yeah, so they're the same realtor that is selling the old property, so they're going to make this property sound amazing.
Oh, this is going to be good.
This is amazing.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Can't wait.
This is, oh, okay. I'm not going to put anyone through any suspense.
Just press play.
A perfect example of the grand golden age apartments of the 1920s. This masterpiece is full of volume, scale, and ideal circulation. A great room with 11-foot ceilings and large windows that frame exposures to the north and east invite you into the heart of the home, while the adjacent dining room could comfortably host down a dinner of 18. Designed for hospitality, a commercial kitchen and a butler's pantry are further complemented by direct access to a separate staff office and storage room, as well as in-unit laundry, a den library just off the entrance gallery, as well as a powder room complete the northern wing. Along the southern corridor, 4 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms and walk-in closets, and 2 with corner exposures, offer privacy and comfort. With its high ceilings, large windows, herringbone, walnut floors, and ample storage throughout, this residence offers the perfect framework for generation living and is truly a space to behold. That, sir, is your listing. That is hardly indicative of a New York City condo adjacent to Billionaires Row that demands $2 million worth of renovations. Would you agree with that?
Oh my gosh, that guy just had his ass handed to him by Brock.
Wow. Wow.
Amazing.
And this is the thing. This is what we said. You know, you want $13 million for the dump, but you paid $9 million for the palace. Like, it doesn't make sense.
And did they say it had walnut floors?
Yes.
Okay, I do some woodworking, and walnut is nice. It's like the one of the most expensive, like, domestic woods that I can get at the lumber yard. and it is nice. It's this nice dark color. It's very hard. It's beautiful stuff. And they're saying that's a dump.
Thank you for the question. It is a wonderful residence, and it will serve its owners very well. That has the needs that residence will offer up.
He's nervous.
Yeah.
You can see it.
His voice got a little crackly. Sounds like he hit puberty again. Yeah, he's like, oh, crap. Crap.
Well, he's about to get shredded on Parliament TV.
Yeah.
Or he did get shredded on Parliament TV.
Mr. Abo, welcome to Larry Brockville.
Oh, man.
Wow. That was almost a Christian Firth moment.
If those needs are no longer met, those residents will probably want to find another.
In your professional opinion, this is not a fixer-upper, is it?
In my
In
professional
ready.
opinion, that is not a fixer-upper.
Sir, this is move-in ready luxury, isn't it? In a heritage building.
It is move-in ready. It's a wonderful residence. It's in a heritage building. That is correct.
Correct. Now, did the government offer you any specifics on how they were going to spend $2 million worth of taxpayer dollars for renovations to Park Avenue? Did they offer any details?
We have not received any of that information.
Of course not. Did they even mention it to you, that one of the rationales for looking for a new location adjacent to Central Park in Billionaires Row was because of the $2 million expected to renovate this luxurious condo?
It was shared as part of the criteria, yes.
They shared that with you?
They shared that due renovation costs, it made more sense financially to pursue
Right.
another residence.
Okay. They also told us at committee that it wasn't accessible. And when I drilled down on the government as to what that meant, they had to widen the entranceway to a bathroom. That could have easily been done on Park Avenue as well, couldn't it?
It is sometimes difficult to do work in co-op buildings, especially. Part of the reason
Well, is
why
it,
the
sir?
cost is so high.
It's not impossible, is
We
it?
could get it done.
It's not impossible, is it? Answer, please.
It is not impossible.
Thank you.
Busted. And give me a break. You think a co-op building is going to have a problem with a tenant wanting to update the accessibility standards of their suite?
No, but it's work. I mean, you and I used to live in a condo, and to do any work
Need
in
a
that
permit.
place, yeah, you need a permit. You have to schedule with the office when you can do your renovations, because if your people need the elevators or whatever.
It's not a walk in the park.
Right, but it's possible, and
Yeah.
they know it happens.
Yeah, for sure it happens.
Do either of the witnesses have knowledge as where the current Canadian representative to the United Nations resides?
I can answer
Because
that
he means
question. I do
business.
have knowledge.
Please go ahead.
Should
Where?
I share where he resides?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that public information? I'm not sure if...
Well, if it's the same information that I have, it's that he currently resides in the Park Avenue residence of the former the former residence of the same building of the former residence of the Consul General. So this is my understanding, and this is my understanding that it is. And I'm seeing you nod, so that it seems to be you're in agreement that you are. So it's.
Uh oh. Everybody see where this is going?
Yeah, because you moved away from, was it the UN delegate?
Well, the Consul General. Yeah. So the Consul General is moving away from where the UN delegate is, and apparently we're not buying a new property for the UN delegate, which would have similar requirements. And why is that? Because the UN delegate has a new space that Global Affairs Canada built for them. That's where she's going with this.
Can I just say Stephanie has amazing hair?
She also has an amazing resting bitch face that you don't want to mess with her either. So.
Very interesting to me. Does the current Canadian representative to the United Nations have any plans to sell this resident, to leave this building and find another residence?
And here you go.
Are you aware of that?
The question. I believe that's a answer best provided by Global Affairs. I am not aware of a current plan to dispose of it.
And there you go.
Interesting. It's just very interesting to me that this previous residence was not good enough for the Consul General, yet somehow it remains good enough for the Canadian representative to the United Nations. There just seems to be some type of disconnect there, that this residence was good enough for one Canadian representative in NYC, but not good enough for the Consul General. Very interesting. Mr. Chair, I'm just going to summarize in saying how very disappointed I am in this government to see value for money for Canadians comparative to the previous Harper government. The previous Harper government sold the Dublin residence for $10 million. We sold the entire Hong Kong mission for $86 million in 2016. We sold McDonald House for $530 million. This was above asking price, unifying two buildings and purchasing the house next to Canada House for a savings of $250 million. And finally, Mr. Chair, I'll note that we listed our Coral Gables, the official residence in Miami, a residence I have visited, for $5.2 million. In closing, Mr. Chair, I'll say, under the previous administration, the Harper government, we sold more than 80 diplomatic properties for more than $720 million. This is the type of value for money that Canadians deserve, and Liberals should come to understand this.